Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We are back on the road, left Colorado, and look at the sign right here. Welcome to Nebraska. Yay. Heading up to Scottsbluff. Gonna check her out. Going to be skirting along the west side of Nebraska, straight up into South Dakota, and then from there going to be trucking east. Decided to go east this year, so should be one epic trip. But on the way, might as well film a few things. Scottsbluff is a national monument. Should be cool. What a contrast to the layout of the land here. There's no trees, no big mountains, just open prairie. Totally different than Colorado, huh? All right, sit back, enjoy. Let's have a good day exploring around here, Scottsbluff, Nebraska. All right, heading into town. Ooh, that sign. Recreation area. Scenic view. Oh, we gotta stop. Got all day to explore around here. I was in this area many years ago. And it's definitely worth coming back to. Never stopped here though. Alright. WILDCAT Hills. Well, let's check her out. WILDCAT Hills Nature Center. Okay. Must be a state thing, Nebraska. Nice building, huh? Well, this is cool. They got over 1,000 acres. You can camp, fish, hunt, bike, hike, all of it. This is a Nebraska State recreation area, over 1,000 acres. Goes all over out there. Never knew, huh? How cool. What a nice facility and everything. There's dinner. Mr. Turkey. Looks like a little fish pond, everything down there. Well, cool. Birdhouses. Well, neat little stop. Put on your list if you're around this area. All right, let's head through town. We're gonna go out that big national monument. Definitely warmer here than in Colorado. Can feel that humidity too. I reserved a RV site tonight here at an RV park. It's fairly close to the monument. Should have good views from there too. There's also a Pioneer Museum. It's supposed to be like a world-class place. On the way, it's right on the way out to the monument, real close to it. Thought we'd stop there to check that. All right, be there shortly. Welcome to Gehrig. There's like 3 towns, Scottsbluff, another one, and this one, all tied together. What's this? We got the road blocked by the cops. I have to make a left here. I need to go straight. Oh, they got a little parade or something going. Oh, let's check it out. Heck yeah. It's all kinds of cars, old cars. They got a car show or something going in town. Look at them things, huh? Well, that's cool. Well, this road here takes us straight out to the monument. I'll wait for it to end. I'll be darned, there's a bunch of them, huh? A Saturday in the summertime near Scottsbluff, Nebraska, near the monument. I wonder if they're going out to the monument. Well, too cool for school. See, you never know what you're gonna find in one of these places. You just never know. Small towns, back roads right here. I talked to one of the police officers and he said, yeah, it's an annual thing. They go out to the monument and then they end up close to the RV park where I'll be staying. There's a big car show. Huge, he said. Hundreds of cars. All right, this is downtown Gehrig. Figured we'd cruise it and then head out to the monument. I'll let them cars get out of the way. Old buildings, old town. The pioneers came through here. All the covered wagons, the wagon trains, people heading from the east, heading west. Cattle driving. This was a main thoroughfare for all that for a long time. We'll see some of that history, I'm sure, when we get out near the monument. That's what it's famous for. All right, well, I'll turn around here. If you keep going, I think you go over a river and you get into Scottsbluff itself. All the trees. You don't see trees anywhere else except in town, huh? Yep, got a McDonald's. Well, actually, that's a good place to turn. All right, let's head for that monument. I've been on the road since 4:30 this morning. I left Colorado. I stayed right at the state line, Wyoming state line. I did not film Wyoming this year. Been there a few times. Trying to find something a little different on this 2025 Heck Yeah Summer Travel Series. So gonna work my way up to I-90, then we're gonna truck east. To the left here, about a quarter mile, is the RV park. That's where we'll be spending the night. Straight ahead, those rock cliffs out there, that's the monument. Wow, we're first ones here. How about that? Love it. Like I planned it this way. This is called Legacy of the Plains. I never stopped here. I thought I'd check it out this time. Got the wildflowers going. Looking good, colorful. One thing about Nebraska, it's farming everything here. They grow a lot of our food. Well, what do you say? Let's go and check her out. Marker for the Oregon Trail. All the trails came through here. I think Mormon, California, all of them. There's Japanese history here. Interesting. You never know. Pictures of families, the old pioneers. Imagine growing up here back then. Winters here are pretty tough. All posing for their picture, got the suit and tie, no one smiling. Soapbox derby cars. Just a different life here. Pulling the kids on a sled. Bet they enjoyed that. Wow, look at the buildings. All the ladies had their dresses on. That one's out of stone. Well, pretty cool. There's a lot to this. There's big buildings here. That first part's free to see, then you got to pay to get back here. Bunch of cattle. Big business. All that farming, it's huge.
Can't control the weather, only so much to do about predators. So I don't worry too much about them. I just keep them over.
I do my best to work with nature, but nature doesn't always work with me. I do all I can for the soil. I rotate my ground by strip farming. I use a one-way, a chisel, a disc, and a rod weeder. Couldn't work harder. This land.
John Deere. Good old green tractors, huh? Yeah, look at the size of this place. When you read the reviews online about this, they're really good. That's a life-size photo there. I like that. It really gives you the details, even though they're old black and white photos. 10 for 65 cents. Wow. Not anymore. What's a can of soup? $3? Amazing. What is that, a bridge? I think so. Huh. The North Platte River. If you remember seeing the Platte River, we seen it in the Rocky Mountains when we went through the national park. Runs a long ways. Yeah, there's your choo-choo train. The rear ones. Well, these buildings in here are pretty darn impressive. A car with tracks on it. That's how you got around in the snow. Oh, man. Yikes. Right around the tires, those tracks. So that's 6, 8 tires on that thing. I'll be darned. I never seen anything like that on a regular old car. Yeah, they got a fax machine now hanging on the wall. Rotary phones. I remember using those. Yeah, goodness. It is quiet in here. You could hear a pin drop. Well, part of farming, huh? Horses and wagons and all kinds of stuff. All about ranching and farming. Well, it's part of the plains, part of the history here. This is it. This is Nebraska. Huge windmills. Those things are powerful. All the blades on them. Pump a lot of water with one of those. They still use them. There you go. Life-size bean. What is that? Soybean. Big old teepee in here. Well, pretty darn cool. Work our way through. We'll head out to the monument here in just a minute. Here's more history on Japanese living here. Huh. It's interesting. Faces and families from the past. Here you go. Want a baked potato? And feed an army there. The Spud story. I bet they grow a few of them. Now, this would have been me back in the day. Give me that camera. Heck yeah. Carry that around all day. Well, they got everything in here. Printing presses, the Native American history, plains, pioneers, veterans. All the covered wagon trails. That Japanese history here is interesting. You don't think of that in Nebraska. Big old tractors, huh? Look at the detail on these saddles. That's artwork on its own, making one of those. Speaking of artwork, looks like they got a little art gallery in here. There's the monument. We'll head back to the van. We got one more building to look in. Let's go plow the fields, huh? You couldn't hear. Well, once again, part of the history of Nebraska. About every kind of farm equipment you could think of. Tractors, all of it. The old trucks. Definitely worth a stop. Saving history. That's real important. A lot of it's going away anymore. We gotta save it. Support these places. You can hear that windmill going. I just spotted this. This is a Japanese hall. This building was moved here. Used to have Japanese restaurants, all kinds of stuff around here. That's interesting. To end up in Nebraska. Cool. Part of it. Part of their history. Very cool. All right, let's go find that monument. Definitely heating up. We can actually drive right to the top of the monument. There's trails up there. Get a good view of the area. Wonder where that car show ended up. That police officer said somewhere out by the RV park. We'll have to keep our eyes open, see if we see any of the old hot rods. That was cool. Seeing all them guys pull through town there, huh? Right here's the property line. Goes from private property to part of the monument. It's free, no fees to get in. That's cool. I asked her, seen any of the hot rods? She goes, a few of them drove through. They drive up to the top and then drive out of here. Well, we're going to go up top of this thing. This is Scottsbluff's National Monument. If I remember right, there's tunnels up here. They cut it right through the rock. Yep, I see one. Get ready. Kind of cool. I mean, they made the tunnels just for the monument here. We're climbing at a pretty good clip here. We're going up in the air pretty quick. If I remember right, there's a parking lot up here and trails. I want to get out of this van. I've been driving for a few hours this morning. Left before the sun came up. Feel good to walk a little bit. But this is how you go up the monument. You just experienced it. All the way up to the top. Wouldn't want to hit that wall on the right, would you? That is solid. And I mean solid rock. It ain't going nowhere. Here it is. Here's the parking area. I barely remember any of this. Alright, let's get out of this van. I'm gonna grab a bottle of water, my camera, and a couple batteries, and let's take a little walk around. It is windy up here, my goodness. Feels good, it's humid. Get out of the van, that wind about blew me over. Kind of funnels up the side of this Little mountain here. Pretty steep. I'm taking it a little slow. Laughing at myself. Being in Colorado, I was wearing jackets and kind of chilly half the time. Now I'm in this heat and humidity. It's alright. Summertime, huh?
Is there a good view that way?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you got trails here.
Thank you.
Which way do I go?
Have a good day.
I want to see the view.
Hi, how are you? Good.
Alright, one of the trails will go down. I'm not taking that one. I'm going to stay up top. You actually walk down the side over there. Want to check out the view. That's something right down there is town. Shows you how close it is to the monument. Normally most of these places are really off the beaten path. Different. Well, this marked trails. People use this when they come across in their wagons to know they're on the right place, the right time. Because with the Platte River, they could get water. This was a major deal back in the early pioneer days. I just couldn't imagine being here in the winter with some of them blizzards. Winter's really harsh. That breeze actually feels good. With the humidity, it kind of knocks it down. Well, check out the view from this end and head for the van. They got their visitor center down there. We'll go in there. maybe head towards that RV park. What do you think? There's no mountains in Nebraska. Look out there, it's flat. That's the view they had hundreds of years ago coming through here. Amazing, huh? A few trees up here. That cactus is blooming. Has yellow ones on it. The ones in Arizona get like a pink, purplish pink color. Yeah, those towns are pretty big anymore. That's a lot of people. More flowers. Gorgeous. They're all opened up, getting that good sunshine. All right, to the van we go. Well, they got a little trail here. We can walk, look at the covered wagons. The actual trail the old pioneers took. Definitely got a bottle of water with me. I learned my lesson a few weeks ago. Taking off and not having water. Yeah, it's breezy down here too. I thought it'd just be up top of the monument, but it's pretty breezy. Some housing for the Rangers. Watch out for the rattlesnakes. Okay. Can you imagine all the people that came through here? Talking hundreds of years. They used all these rock mountains in here for markers. Just mark the trail. Little tree out here all by its lonesome. The only shade here. Other than that, just prairie, open prairie, isn't it? I see a storyboard up here. I'll see what it says and we'll turn around. Transportation corridor, that's a good name for it. Just probably 1 million people have come through here. I am so thankful I brought that water. Woof. Gotta have it. Choices. Oh, look at that. There's a map. Little map of the different trails. California, Oregon. Went through here. Okay. So it'd either head up to Oregon or straight over to California. Wow, look at that picture. That's powerful. Old gun. Artifacts they've probably found here. Really good photos in here. It's pretty cool. They ran the soapbox derby down the monument. Perfect road for it. Quicksand. Oh my goodness. Remember the old westerns? They get caught up in the quicksand. Platte River. North Platte, I guess. Original walls from the old buildings out here. They saved everything, saving all kinds of history. Alright, well, let's head for that RV park. Pretty good day, a lot of driving. You didn't see a lot of that early morning. Glad I came through here. First thing in the morning, I'm out of here. I'm trucking north. We got a lot of travel. We haven't even started yet. You'll be watching videos from this summer the rest of the year. Because I ain't stopping. I'm filming everything. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you sign up for free newsletter. Put one out once a month now. Also got a merch shop, Armchair Traveler Series. Also the Heck Yeah coffee mugs, hats, t-shirts. It's part of the 2025 Heck Yeah summer travel season right here in RVerTV. Plus there's articles, blogs, all kinds of cool stuff. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one, right here in the beautiful state of Nebraska. You're not gonna believe this. I found the car show. It's right behind the RV park. Well, how about that, huh? I stayed here a lot of years ago, one night. I remember a massive thunderstorm came through. Look at all the colors of the cars. Well, I have to take a quick little walk through there. Let me get parked first. Well, all right. We're here in Scottsbluff. Gonna spend the night. The goal's get up to I-90. Gonna truck out of Nebraska tomorrow, up into South Dakota, then head east. See where we end up this summer. But we're definitely trucking east. Hopefully we don't get too much rain. It's humid, but blue skies, nice warm weather here. Be sure to get over to the website, RVerTV.tv. Get that newsletter. Journey continues. Talk soon.